el cuarto.
Sí.
¿Qué hace?
Muy bien, caro. Dinero no dejan, pero cosito con más. ¿Ah? ¿A dónde? Ya veo.
Así está la fuerte nevada, mi gente, en Nueva York. Suscríbanse y denle like, mi gente. Van a caer 12 pulgadas, dicen. 12 pulgadas. Saluditos, Chiraba. Saluditos, mi gente, saludos. Así está aquí la fuerte nevada en Houston, Texas, en Cleveland. Saludos para Rey Reyes. Con todos los poderes. Ya vamos a tener que ir a paliar nieve, ya. Cuéntame, mi gente, cómo está el fuerte frío por ahí. O está nevando también. Aquí no es Alaska, mi gente. Aquí es Nueva York, mi gente. Ustedes piensan que solo en Alaska neva, también aquí neva bastante, mírenme. ¿Ah? Está en estado de emergencia ahorita. Dijeron que no quieren ni un carro afuera. En las calles. De 12 a 18 pulgadas van a caer. De 12 a 18, mi gente. Saludos, mi gente. Hasta Argentina, mi gente. Saludos. Ahorita está bueno para hacer un sopón de res. O un sopón de gallina. O de mondongo. Dale like, mi gente. Van a ver cómo cae nieve, nieve, nieve todo el día. Va a caer mucha, mucha nieve todo el día y mañana también. Van a caer como dicen que de 12 a 18 pulgadas, mi gente. Ya hicimos una jarra de café ya, maestro. Ya tenemos el chocolate ya. Así son las cosas, mi gente. Tan tremendo frío. Está como a 10 bajo cero. Miren ese cristiano que vayan caminando, ¿ve? Yo no sé qué andan haciendo afuera, ¿ve? Con esa nieve. Y viejito está, ¿ve? Uy, a buscar las chelas quizás va. Genelo de Díaz bien happy de San Miguel, se comió como 3 caguamas, durmiendo todo el camino, venía bien noqueado. No sintió el camino en él.
We're watching the show, and you can see here The roads are very, very slow. If you can, stay off the roads. That's what you want to do now. Let the road crews do their job. We have poor visibility. It is snowing on 47 past Lake Grove up to the harbor. Stay off the roads. The snow's coming down pretty good. And there's more bands of moderate to heavy snow. Look at these temperatures right now, 12 to 16 degrees. That snow is falling. It is freezing instantly on the ground. So it's heavy snow at times through 3 p.m. Then a mix. That wind shear mix dangerous icy conditions. Potential of some coastal flooding towards midnight and some gusty winds, which could lead to some of those power outages. Today, temperatures are rising. Overnight, we're cold, and you can see over the next several days, the snow and ice ain't going anywhere.
Take a look at this video of the snow coming down in East Rockaway. You can see this street is already blanketed in snow. We're seeing scenes like this all across the island. And the storm has left a Wantagh family stranded in the Caribbean. They tell us they tried to get home ahead of the storm, canceling their flight last night at the Royalton Antigua to fly home on Saturday. But their flight was canceled, and the resort could only accommodate them for one extra night, charging them more than $3,300. For tonight, they booked rooms at the Sandals Resort next door and says the charge was almost $18,000. The family says they're hoping to get their money back from either the hotel or the airline.
And if we're paying this forever, it's not like we chose to stay here. We were trying desperately to get home. Yeah. And they did not make it easy. They were not compassionate at all.
The family says they did sign a written statement with the Royalton Antigua affirming that they were leaving a day early. We reached out to the resort for more details and to see if other guests from New York are in similar situations, and we're waiting to hear back. The MTA says emergency crews will work throughout the day to make sure the Long Island Railroad operates smoothly during and after the storm. Today, trains will be running on a modified schedule. There will be no service between Ronkonkoma and Greenport, but the Babylon branch will still have service every 30 minutes. And the Port Washington and Huntington branches will move to hourly service. But depending on the amount of snow we get, plans can change.
10 inches is something where we start to look at how the operation is behaving in the snow. You have wet snow, you have light powdery snow, windy conditions, all those factor into what we'll do with service.
If you're worried about your morning commute on Monday, the LIRR is expected to operate on a Sunday schedule. Still, riders are encouraged to check the Train Time app for the latest updates. For those planning on taking the night bus, be sure to check your app schedule. The company issued a winter storm alert. That means riders should expect major delays, detours, and service suspension both today and tomorrow. Additionally, Suffolk County Transit says service will be suspended today, but it's expected to resume at 10 a.m. on Monday if the road conditions improve. You're going to have to break out the shovels for the storm today. Doctors say physical activity mixed with frigid temperatures can put stress on your heart and put some people at an increased risk of a heart attack. Director of Preventative Cardiology at the Stony Brook Heart Institute, Dr. William Lawson, provided us with some tips to stay safe.
You want to take your equipment, make it light. You want a light shovel. You don't want a heavy shovel because you're going to have to lift it. Do more pushing than lifting with your arms. We're not used to lifting, most of us, and it's heavy work.
Doctors say if you have any palpitations, dizzy spells, or chest discomfort, take a break. And if the pain persists, call 911. And a reminder to protect your pets during these dangerously cold temperatures. Both Nassau and Suffolk officials say to keep them inside except for bathroom trips. When you do take them outside, the Suffolk SPCA says our four-legged friends do need protection for their paws because salt-covered sidewalks can be dangerous.
If you're going to apply like salt to walks, driveway walkways, and you take your pet outside or let your pet outside and take him to walk them, the salt could be very irritating and cause some sort of damage to the paws.
Additionally, the Nassau SPCA says you can be arrested if you leave your pet outside and they suffer frostbite or hypothermia. And in Suffolk, it's against the law to tie up your pet outside when the temperature is below 32 degrees. From Nassau to Suffolk, state of emergencies are in effect all across Long Island. What emergency crews are doing to help keep the roads safe? Plus, organizations across Long Island are helping less fortunate individuals stay warm and fed throughout the storm. We'll highlight the efforts of 2 local organizations. And be sure to stay with us throughout the day for your complete storm watch coverage. We'll have another update for you in just a few minutes, but you don't have to wait. You can also track the storm right now by downloading our free News 12 app.
Stormwatch brought to you by PSEG Long Island. For the latest storm information and safety tips, visit psegLINY.com/stormwatch.
So should we get Stop and Shop or name brand?
Yeah, Stop and Shop brands have the same great quality as name brands, but better prices.
Thanks.
Oh, I gotta work on my cardio. Good things are in store at Stop and Shop.
For current eligible GM lessees, get this exceptional lease offer on this 2025 Cadillac XT5. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
Your perfect winter getaway is calling. Escape to the great outdoors. Relax and unwind in style. From the bright lights of the big city to the wide open places beyond it. And everywhere in between. New York State, everything you love. Plan your trip at iloveny.com.
A blind spot that's never out of sight. How it should be. The Hyundai Tucson. Now, lease a Hyundai Tucson SE for $229 a month, or get 0% APR for 60 months. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Travel beyond ordinary with a family-owned company 100 years young. Recognized by travel and leisure readers year after year. With exclusive access to unique experiences and iconic sites, without the crowds, and guided by the world's best destination experts for closer, more authentic connections to the people and places you visit. Travel with Talc.
This week at Stop and Shop, Tostitos or Ruffles are buy 2, get 2 free. And buy 1 Stop and Shop boneless chuck roast and get 5 items free with our beef stew meal deal. Good things are in store at Stop and Shop.
Thunderbolt 12 is presented locally by Ford. Take the season by storm in a weather-ready Ford SUV. Visit local.ford.com to see the full lineup.
I'm meteorologist Alex Calamia here with meteorologist Rich Hoffman. We've got so much going on this morning.
The snow started to overspread Long Island around 5:30 this morning. And Alex, it's going to get worse as we go throughout the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's still kind of manageable to drive out there right now. It's a steady snow, but if you're a confident driver, you can do it. But then this afternoon, we're going to have significant issues because that snow is going to really reduce visibility at that point. We're talking big accumulations. And then we've got another issue after the snow.
Yeah, and there's potential of ice on top of that.
Yeah.
So it's not only sleet, but freezing rain, especially on the South Shore. So that's going to be a problem. We're looking at some heavy snow, visibility around a mile. Now's the time we want to just kind of stay off the roads the rest of the afternoon.
I agree.
Organizations across Long Island are helping people who are homeless stay warm throughout the storm. Lighthouse Mission in Bellport is working to help people deal with the cold and the snow. Volunteers handed out hats, gloves, and food yesterday in Patchogue and Bellport.
So many people are worried about, am I going to have food? Am I going to have something warm to wear after living outside? So we came out here today, despite the weather, and we just want to hyper bless people. So we're giving them a little extra food, a little extra clothing to help them get through the next couple of days.
In Nassau County, the Family and Children's Association worked and helped teams get into shelter. Experts are expecting to see an influx of people at shelters throughout the day. This week on Power and Politics, we're hearing from a member of the president's cabinet, looking back at the first year of the Trump administration. EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin stopped by our Bethpage studios. The former Shirley congressman and gubernatorial candidate sat down with our Rich Barabi to talk about a range of environmental issues. He also opened up about a recent skin cancer scare.
The first time I went to a dermatologist, they're like, don't worry about it. Just let us know if it gets bigger. That was a few years ago. I went for my checkup at Walter Reed as a member of the cabinet. Dermatologist comes in, looks at my nose, and like, that's basal cell carcinoma.
You can watch Rich's full interview with the EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin on Power and Politics later this morning at 11:30, only on News 12. We're continuing to track the storm throughout the day. We'll show you what the roads are like and speak with officials on how they're handling the wintry weather. You can also track the storm right now by downloading our free News 12 app, and we'll be right back.
Get the latest headlines on the News 12 stories that could impact your day, delivered right to your inbox. Sign up now. To sign up, just scan the QR code or go to news12.com/newsletter now.
Time and temperature brought to you by 4-Leaf Federal Credit Union. Let's money together.
News 12 is brought to you by Hassett Subaru in Wantagh. 2025 Subaru inventory must go. 0% financing available on select models. Lease a new 2025 Crosstrek for an unbelievable price of only $215 a month.
At Gennaro Jewelers, it's about trust. It's about professional craftsmen. It's about people handling your jewelry as if it was their very own. Designers, jewelers, diamond setters, we have them all. But best of all, we do this while you wait and watch. Your diamonds never leave your sight at Gennaro Jewelers in Belmore.
As we age, our necks can start to show signs of aging. Joining us today is Dr. Jessica Berge. She's a dermatologist, and she's going to introduce a new clinically studied topical cream that helps improve the appearance of wrinkled, crepey skin on the neck.
Decladerm really targets crepey skin through its ingredients, which has really been proven to visibly firm and tighten the skin on the neck.
So how long does it take to typically see results?
They did a clinical study where 92% of participants said that their neck and chest looked more youthful after using Decladerm after only 8 weeks.
So I decided to try the Decladerm neck firming cream, and I have really loved the results that I've seen. It's firmer, the texture is so much better.
I found Decladerm. It works so well on your neck area. I can't tell you how much I recommend it.
You can try Decladerm today for only $19.95. Plus, get free shipping.
At Redefine Meals, we're not just making prepared meals. We're redefining them and raising the bar for what they can be.
Discover over 70 chef-crafted meals, freshly made and surprisingly affordable.
Redefine the way you dine.
Welcome to Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, where excitement never stops. Unleash the fun with 2 floors of gaming action, featuring 1,000 cutting-edge video and electronic machines. Enjoy exceptional service at a prime location that places you right in the heart of Long Island's excitement. Stay and play in style with over 200 hotel rooms. Treat yourself to a full range of dining options, from fine fare to casual bites, at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
Hi, I'm Larry Janeski from Healthy Basement Systems, the all things basement tea company. Do you need more space? We'll transform your basement into a beautiful insulated space that you can use. Call Healthy Basement Systems today for all things basement tea.
Coming up on the East End, we are harvesting oysters and learning how their farm location impacts their flavor. Plus,
it's a hidden gem on Long Island. It's always been, hidden in the northwest corner of Quad. People just drive by and sometimes don't realize how expansive the property is.
Explore more than 300-acre preserve where you can visit animals and even cross-country ski.
from lavish Hamptons hotspots
To local North Fork hidden gems.
come with us as we explore the people and the places that make up Long Island's East End. Let's go. Welcome to the East End.
weekend. I'm Aaron Holton.
And I'm Joe Arena.
We've got so much to see this weekend.
And while you're exploring it all with us, don't forget to play along in our East End trivia game. You'll see questions pop up on the screen during the show. Scan that QR code and you might just win some East End swag.
Winter on the East End is the perfect time to explore the North and South Fork restaurants that are usually really busy in the summertime.
And here at the patio in West Hampton Beach, it feels like a little slice of summer no matter what the season. This Hampton's hidden gem caters to families, first dates, and out-of-towners with coastal decor that keeps the beachy vibes alive even in the cold.
The menu is a mix of steak, seafood, and homemade pasta, and they promise fresh, locally sourced ingredients on your plate and even behind the bar.
And today, Aaron and I are going to be rolling up our sleeves and learning how to make their from-scratch pasta that we're going to be tasting at the end of the show.
But first, we're heading into the water to an East End oyster farm that's shipping their treasures all across the country.
My connection to the water started early. Spent a lot of time fishing and clamming, crabbing.
Like many people who grew up on the water, Paul McCormick wanted to weave it into every part of his life.
Bought a clam boat in the early 1990s. Worked as a clammer for a number of years.
But when clamming on the Landlands East End became unsustainable years back, he had to make a career switch. And what a change it was.
I got into educational assessment writing. I basically wrote standardized tests for about 35 states in the country. At some point I woke up and I said, yeah, I'm not really looking forward to waking up and writing multiple choice questions.
So nearly 20 years later, Paul made his way back home to the water, creating an oyster company called Great Gun Oysters in Moriches Bay.
I never forgot about the bay, and it sort of haunted me. Well, I'm getting older. You get a second chance to do the things you want to do.
That second chance is now a year-round oyster farm that sells 750,000 oysters every single year.
We're a year-round operation. We have 2 boats that work on the farm every single day.
Paul took me to the farm on this freezing winter day to help me sink bins of oysters down into the bottom of the bay. Whew. Okay. They're not cold?
I have a lot of layers. And if you see the waders are different.
Yeah, mine are from Amazon.
Yeah.
They're not. That's good.
We have about 3,000 bags that have just been sunk to the bottom.
How many oysters are in the typical bag?
We like to have a final stocking volume of 250 oysters per bag.